What is up, YouTube? We are back with another deck profile, and this week we have Single Strike, Umbreon, and Urshifu. I really like this deck. It's one of my top picks for this season, the Sword and Shield 2 Brilliant Stars season. So let's get into the deck profile. Starting off the Pokemon section, we have two Crobat Vs. I was testing early with one Crobat V, one Lumineon, but I found that two Crobats were better since you don't have to worry about prizing one and just having the Lumineon when you just want the Crobat. I don't think I would play any less than two. I don't think I would play a third copy. I feel like two copies is perfect where it is. Next up, we have three Single Strike Urshifu Vs. In my early testing, I was running two, but after seeing some other lists, I really like the 3 Vs. I don't use Urshifu much since it's weak to Mew VMAX, but it is good into Gengar VMAX and Arceus VMAX, so I'm going to keep with the 3 Vs in the list. Following up, we play two Single Strike Urshifu VMAX. I find the 3-2 split is optimal for consistency since you rarely want to use more than two of these at a time. I never thought to myself, man, I wish I played a third copy. I rarely do use it. I find it's more of discard fodder, but it is good into the Arceus V-Star Duraludon matchup since if you power up the G-Max One Blow, all having the Single Strike energy with Choice Belt, you do one-shot a Duraludon VMAX with a big charm, which is very important. Next up, what I consider the main attacker, we play Umbreon V. We play 3 copies. You rarely attack with more than 3, as if your opponent knocks out 3 Umbreon Vs, they take all 6 of their prizes. The Moonlight Blade is very good since it does 80 damage plus 80 more if there are damage counters on this Pokemon, which there will be since you're powering it up with Houndoom from Battle Styles. It does 160 plus there's usually 2 fusion Single Strike energies and a Choice Belt. Hits a really nice damage, one shots most Vs in the format. And the first attack, Mean Look, is not bod, not body either. Following up the Umbreon V, we play 2 Umbreon VMAX. I was originally playing the 3, but I found I never really attacked with it. So I went down a copy to add more room in the list for other cards. I do find it is a good inclusion into the list as the ability is a good gust effect. So I'm really happy with the consistency of the 2. Next, we have 4 copies of Houndour. We play 4 since we want to optimize our chances of having this on the first turn or second turn if things are going bad. We need these to evolve into Houndoom, the only reason we're playing them. You do need a lot of Houndoom, usually 2 to 3. I like 3 just to be safe, so we are playing the full 4 of. Lastly, for the Pokemon section, we are playing a full 4 Houndoom from Battle Styles. We really just want it for the ability Single Strike Roar. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for a Single Strike energy card, attach it to one of your Single Strike Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. If you attach an energy to a Pokemon in this way, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. Really helps us power up all our attackers. So usually I like 2 to 3. You never really want 4. You're just playing the extra copy just in case, you know, one copy gets prized, or you just want to maximize your odds of drawing into this card. Starting off the trainer portion, we have stadiums. We play a full 4 copies of Tower of Darkness. It is the only stadium I think I would ever put in this list since we do play lots of Single Strike cards. We discard one of those with the effect of this and draw 2 cards. It's a nice little consistency booster for the deck. Following Tower of Darkness, we have our first supporter card that we play, and it is Professor's Research. Discard your hand, draw 7 cards. You really want to draw cards with this deck just to find all the pieces you need to set up your Pokemon. So we are playing a full 4 copies, nothing special here. Standard 4 copies of Professor's Research, which most decks play. The next supporter we play is nothing special. It's just Marnie. We do play a full 4 copies of Marnie. It's a pretty basic card if you've ever played the game, but if you haven't, basically you shuffle your hand, your opponent shuffles their hand, you put it at the bottom of your deck. The person who played this card draws 5 cards and your opponent draws 4. It's a great way to mess with your opponent's hand while drawing cards yourself. The last supporter we play is Boss's Order. We only play 2 copies of it since we do have the Umbreon VMAX, which does have the exact same effect as Boss, but as an ability. And I also find since you're just hitting through your opponent's active, you don't really need Gust, but it's always good to have a few Gusts in the list. So that's why we were playing the full, only 2 copies, not the full 4. Starting off the items, we have one of the most consistent and best cards in the format, which is Ultra Ball. Discard 2 cards from your hand. If you do, search your deck for any Pokemon, then put it into your hand. We obviously play 4 copies. I don't know why you would play less. Maybe you could get away with 3, but for me personally, it's 4 copies or bust. Following up Ultra Ball, we have Quick Ball, basically Ultra Ball's little brother. What the effect of this card is, you discard 1 card from your hand. If you do, search your deck for a basic Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Pretty good. We do play a full 4 as finding basic Pokemon turn 1 is very important, especially the Houndours. The next item we play is Urn of Vitality, another single strike card. This effect of the card is shuffle up to 2 single strike energy cards from your discard pile into your deck. It's great since we use so many energies, we get to recycle all of them. So we do play a full 4. I don't think I would ever go below a full 4 copies. This is one of the most important cards in the entire list, in my opinion. The second to last item I have in this list is Air Balloon. The effect of this card is the Pokemon this card is attached to has a retreat cost of 2 less. Pretty good, since if we attach this to anything but a single strike Urshifu VMAX, it gives it free retreat. I was playing with Switch earlier, but no one plays Tool Scrapper, so you can just attach this to what I do as a Houndoom, and that's basically my pivot Pokemon. Very good card. I only play 3. I think 2 is a little bit too little and 4 is way too much. The last item we play is Choice Belt. You attach this to a Pokemon and the attacks do 30 more damage to your opponent's active V. That also includes VMAX, V-Star, and V-Union. This is very important for our Arceus V-Star Duraludon matchup. We only play the 2 as we don't really need it, but we do really need it in some matches. In some matches, you just never use it and it's discard fodder, but in the matches you do really need it. So we play 2 choice. Moving on to energy, we only play 3 types of different energy. Starting off, we have single strike energy. As long as this card is attached to a single strike Pokemon, it counts as a fighting or darkness energy, but only once at a time. So it can't be both. It has to be either fighting or dark. And the attacks of the single strike Pokemon this card is attached to does 20 more. We play a full 4 copies. This is probably one of the top 3 most important cards in the entire list. So you never want to play any less than 4. Next up, we have Capture Energy. When you attach this Pokemon from your hand to one of your Pokemon in play, search your deck for a basic Pokemon and put it onto your bench, then shuffle. It is great if we have an Urshifu or Umbreon in the active going first. We can attach this to it because both Pokemon have a colorless in their attack cost. And we get to basically search out a Houndour. Very good. I do play 4 copies because you do want this on your first turn. So this maximizes our chances of getting it. And the last energy we play is Impact Energy. Just 1 copy. When this is attached to a single strike Pokemon, it provides every type of energy, but only 1 at a time. The Pokemon this is attached to can't be poisoned, which is pretty good. We don't use it for that effect. We just needed energy that Urshifu and Umbreon could use. It also has the effect where we can discard it with Tower of Darkness to get the other two, so it has that synergy as well. And that does it for the energy portion. Let me know what you thought about all the cards I included in the comment section below. Definitely check out the description. You can find links to all the card stores I shop at personally. And I will see you in next week's video.